Okay, just to kind of prove to y'all that Tataru face following me thing isn't normal for quest givers, especially like storyline quest givers. Ojika Sunjika's face is not following me at all. It isn't until I click on him that he does turn. So Unto the Heavens is the next story quest, level 89. I did get all of my characters decked out in item level 560 gear from the shop Tataru set up. And again, if you hear other talking around me, it's Christmas and my landlord slash housemate has his family over for however long. But Unto the Heavens, level 89 in the Baldessian Annex. Let's go. I suppose this is where we part ways, for now at least. Would that I had sage words of wisdom to share ere you depart. Mayhap the teachings of Galuf Baldessian will suffice. Surrender not to anger or hatred, he said. Look beyond them, and there find true strength. What one sees beyond is open to interpretation, I think, but for me, it would be the things I cherish most in life, things I believe are worth fighting for. Something to consider as you venture unto the sea of stars. Forshno. Let's just teleport. 244. Yeah, that's okay. It's acceptable. We're basically going down again into the depths of this, where they were building the Ark, that area. So we'll talk to the lift operator. Mr. Operator, please let me down the lift. Mount up. Chocobo. Chocobo. Bo. Chocobo. Bo. Chocobo. Wombo. Chocobo. Bo. Chocobo. Chocobo. Bo. Chocobo. Bo. Bo. Chocobo. Bo. I don't know. We ran down some stairs made of stone. We're back into the Ark room. The massive room that holds the Ark that we'll be taking from these peeps. And not only are the Scions gathered on the right, we also have Varshan, Aaronville, the Bunnyman, Emmanuelian. Coltonet was the green-robed mage that goes everywhere with Hoary Boulder. Their faces are following me. The Scions are not, but all of these others, except for Nidana. Nidana's face isn't following me, but Wilfson, Blovida, the parents of Moonbreeda, Hoary Boulder. Oh no, Nidana's head is following me. Weird. Okay, anyway. I promise I'll stop doing that. I was just curious about it. We'll speak with Forshino, get a headshot, get a cutscene where I remove my headshot. It's guaranteed they're talking, right? It's not going to be me.
All present and accounted for? Good. As you will have heard, the Ark is ready. All that remains is to board and be on your way.
I've seen my fair share of tight schedules, but this was bloody murder.
Sid, Nero, Wedge, and Biggs come up.
But we did it. We finished the ship. Safe, fit for purpose, and looks good to boot. Aye, it's a garland through and through.
They give a pose. Nero puts his left hand on his hip and back straight, head tilted a little bit upward. Sid gives like a fist pump in like mid-chest area. Wedge just crosses his arms across his chest, and that's Biggs. And Wedge has kind of like tilted his hips to one side and isn't really doing anything else special, to be entirely honest. Hands down by his sides.
I really don't know what we'd do without you. Thank you for everything,
says Graha.
Well, the work was hard, but we've learned a lot from it. After all, it's not every day you get tasked with building a star-faring vessel. In case you're wondering about payment, the ongoing existence of the world ought to do. But feel free to throw in a colorful recounting of your journey on your return.
Will do.
So, have you thought of a name?
The only thing I had to modify with a glamour prism for all the 5 classes that or jobs, whatever they're called, I don't remember in this game. I know they're jobs in Final Fantasy XI. I think they're jobs in this game too, but classes is the same basic thing. The Dragoon helmet is awesome. Has like these red light up eye slits, but I couldn't see my face, which I like to have accessible for cutscenes like this to, you know, see if I'm saying something, see like my facial expressions. But yeah, it's not important right now because I'm in Paladin mode for the experience points.
A name? Wasn't everyone just calling it Father's teeny tiny toy boat?
Well, seeing as its purpose has changed, I thought a more eloquent name was in order. I suggested as much to Fortuno, who seemed quite amenable to the idea.
As you know, this vessel is the culmination of heretofore unprecedented collaboration. And though said collaboration is owed to the Scions, there is another whose noble deeds made our work possible.
The Lalafell.
From a fragment of Dalamud, we obtained not only advanced materials such as refined adamantite, but the knowledge to traverse the stars.
Yeah, the Lalafell engineer dude isn't in the picture right now.
And this fragment would not have found its way to us had the Archon Louisois not fought to protect this world. And in so doing, laid down his life. Now that the vessel stands complete, I cannot help but wonder if it was more than mere happenstance. If it was my father's intention to guide us here. In the hopes that his guidance will see you all safely home, I name the vessel after that self-same fragment of Dalamud he delivered unto us. The starship Ragnarok.
That's, you know, pretty fitting for an end of days scenario.
Sorry for the wait. I got everyone you asked for, and not a one less.
Sicard comes walking in with a Moogle. Oh, the Beastman tribes. The leaders of the Beastman tribes that we have met. Orc,
What are you all doing here?
fairy, goblin.
Oh, I invited them. The representatives of those tribes with religious inclinations. You've done a fine job of readying the Ragnarok, but for it to take flight, we'll of course need the power of the Mother Crystal. Given its immense size, however, transporting it would be an absolute logistical nightmare, not to mention we'd need to shatter it into tiny shards for feeding to the engines. But a brilliant idea came to me. We convert the crystal's energy into forms that can transport themselves!
Primals? We summon primals with us? Rianjay.
Thou wouldst employ summoning, or should I say its precursor, creation magics.
Care to explain for our benefit?
Livingway nodded.
As you may have witnessed at Bestway's Burrow, the Loperites are capable of creation magics, which they use to shape the moon's environment.
We witnessed that? My memory apparently
Yet
sucks.
simple though they make it seem, 'tis a highly advanced and exacting art. To perform it correctly requireth that the wielder holdeth the object in his mind's eye in clearest detail.
Hence the ancients' meticulous management of concepts.
upon this art, the Ascians conceived of summoning as we know it. A derivative that replaceth the complexity of concepts with the simplicity of zealotry to make manifest a creation.
I see. By combining the Loporrit's magics and the tribe's faith, we convert the Mother Crystal into primals of purer form and greater obedience. Summoning as it was intended, one might say.
Indeed! Indeed! While Heidelin gave us the ability to use creation magics, she forbade us from using it to make anything possessed of a soul, or similar. She didn't say anything about fulfilling the desires of others, though. So, borrowing our friend's faith, we'll create deities using the Mother Crystal's power and send them to the Ragnarok!
God, that still sounds...
Am I the only one here concerned about the risk of being turned into a tempered minion?
Oh, right, I was getting to that. From what I've read in Sharlayan tomes, it appears the Ascians incorporated an additional nasty element into their summoning method. The fervent desire to assimilate others into one's belief. Beings thus created are instilled with the self-same desire and use their powers to enthrall people, starting with the summoner. In contrast, our creation magics, the original and the best, except no substitutes, don't incorporate any of that rubbish, so there's no risk of tempering. I mean, if the being was on the scale of Zodiac, you might feel a little tug, but I think we'll be safe enough.
A little tug.
Truth be told, I do not understand the intricacies of this plan. But none of us would ever turn our backs on you.
So, Soroban, and then we have a Naga, like the Naga, like head chieftain, that, or the witch, whatever they're called, with that, like, it looks like a Naga, but has that weird crustacean thing on its head, which has to be heavy as hell. The little ant creature dude, I don't remember, like, they were the ones that summoned, I think, that, like, 6-armed, 6-bladed thing we had to fight, I think a couple times, actually. We have the snake ladies, and then I've already mentioned orcs, goblins, etc., but, the Ixal, that's what they're called, the Ixal.
When the avatars of our faith ran amok, you intervened without decrying we who birthed them. Where others vilified and suppressed us, you offered understanding and friendship.
Moogle.
In gratitude,
Wait.
we will share with you the true expressions of our gods. Not malevolent deities, but benevolent saviors.
All right, you lot, we're heading to the ethereal sea. Stay in sight, else you're liable to get lost.
Lead the way.
Oh, and the Owlkin. Are they called Owlkin? Is that what they're called in this game? I think so. And they walk back the way they came.
May we have a moment?
Moonbreeda's parents ask.
In anticipation of the day man might journey to the stars, we developed these.
It looks like a little book, but
Portable teleportation devices. One for each of you, designed to work in tandem. Press the button on one, and in a matter of moments, all 8 will activate and send their owners back to the Ragnarok. There is no telling what hazards you may encounter. If you find yourself separated or lost, please do not hesitate to use them.
helpful.
Be safe, all of you, and come back.
You as well. I pray you take care.
Looks like everything is in order, so I'll go ahead and board. A few of my fellows will remain to assist with the summonings, but rest assured, the vessel won't want for competent crewing.
If you are ready, then you should board as well. Go, and Godspeed.
Some celebrating, some pumping up, some conversation in that last final bit of the cutscene. And I got my gear. Let's talk to AEGLY Frank E. Eggleaf. If you would come this way, I will direct you to the bridge. Upon boarding the Ragnarok, several cutscenes will play in sequence. So that's sufficient time. Okay, I'm gonna pee really quick. I'll be right back. Alright, sorry for the big pause there. I decided to make myself another drink, and the good thing about this like Christmas gathering that my landlord slash housemate has is that I get to eat a variety of food. So I partook in some of that as well. Here we go. I have set enough sufficient time. Yes, let's go. We get this panoramic, like the camera just pans from one end of this massive facility to our entrance. We see a big old... oh wait, are we on the ship? I think we're on the ship, yeah, because there's control panels, the deck. Loporits working their machines, one of them sleeping.
Welcome to the bridge, everyone! I hope you have everything, because I can't be bothered turning back. Right then, make yourselves comfortable. We're setting off in just a moment.
Some stuffing, like a little bit of ham. This like chocolatey.
It's incredible.
Yeah, whatever, doesn't matter. I'm not a pie person. I kind of wish I was. I wish I enjoyed pie.
This is Fortuno. Can you hear me? The preparations for the summonings are complete. In accordance with the 14th phase of the plan, we have moved the Ragnarok to the launch site. The gates are open. You may depart when ready.
So, are we ready?
As ready as we'll ever be. Let's get going.
Oh, come on. The burnt-out star's got more fire in its belly.
It says mapping way.
Try it again, with feeling.
Yeah. Let's kick some tires and light some fires. If you're not first, you're last. My options are issue the command to launch or have Alphino do the honors. Have Alphino do the honors.
Me? But I...
No need to be coy, brother. Do it, and do it well.
And it'll be voice acted. Although I have a feeling...
If you all insist.
I have a feeling if I said let's go, it would still... I don't know.
Onward unto the distant stars and beyond.
A bit dramatic.
Ragnarok, engage!
This snaps the Loporit out of its
Engage!
sleeping way.
Engage!
This is cute. It's like a little 5-panel thing with all the Loporits. And, oh, that's cute. The viewing panel seems to have a... well, is that the moon, maybe? Like the... I don't know. So now we have a view from like far outside. We see this like these discs of blue light, and our ship is moving through one at a time. I don't know what purpose they serve because they're not warping us. Are they just track lighting basically? We're just moving in a normal like thrusters kind of way. And then once... No? I guess... Oh. And then behind us... Is that an explosion? Is that with the summon? Oh, yeah. So there's Ifrit. Benevolent Ifrit, apparently. And then Titan. And all of them. They're all launching themselves, I guess, one at a time. in ethereal form behind us, toward us. Is that King Moogle or whatever his name was? And then Bismarck. Is that Sheila? That's Garuda.
That I must carry landwalkers into the sky! I cannot imagine a greater indignity!
Garuda, yeah.
Do not sulk so, for thy mighty winds exist not only to buffet and batter.
Lord of the Revel.
Nay, they may serve also to thrust forth with vigor. Such is thy glory, and thus it is an occasion to rejoice. So come, let us revel!
Bismarck does its air whale thing.
So long as the wind blows freely, I suppose all is as it should be in creation. I will render unto them a storm, that they may pierce the firmament and fly free!
So they all become beams of light, energizing these porthole kind of things atop the craft. Craft does have, there's this ball of blue energy forming in one nook of the craft, and it launches backwards. Thus, theoretically, launches forward? So it's opening up a warp portal? So there's this massively blazing ball of light and blue energy that we're going into. The thruster on the back of the ship still doing the same thing it has been the whole time, just same energy signature really. And we enter the ball of light and disappear. And then warp. Sorry? The mute button on my headphones is not easy to get to. It's also not very effective, I think.
Still in one piece? Good. Sleeping way? Report?
All's well. Fantastic, even.
Yeah.
Thanks to the power of those primals, the engines are roaring and we're ripping along.
All values are also within projected ranges. Time to destination is 8 carats. Perhaps 7 at a pinch.
It's mapping way. Translate? Carrots?
All right. Let's go over some points of caution.
Days? Is that days or hours? Minutes?
Our destination, as you know, is Ultima Thule. Lest you wonder, the place is not a star so much as a patch of emptiness. That's the extent of what our equipment could determine, anyway. From what we know of Meteon, she's likely used dynamis to obfuscate her location.
Obfuscate, not whatever you said. Obfuscate.
So, in conclusion, we'll only know what's there when we get there.
The crew and I will see to it the ship's ready to take off at a moment's notice.
Livingway nodded as an answer, by the way.
We'll support the search as best we can, but it'll be your paws on the ground, assuming there is any. But everything will be fine, I'm sure. Heidelin believes in you, so you ought to believe in yourselves. Just don't do anything I wouldn't, like waiting too long to use those portable teleporters of yours. Personally, at the slightest sign of trouble, I'd mash the button to bits, and you should as well.
Understood. We promise to be careful.
Don't promise for me.
I suggest you brace yourselves. We're about to arrive, and the vessel will shake a good bit.
Uh-oh.
What is this?
Mapping Way's screen was flashing red,
Something is interfering with the equipment.
but it stopped. And now it's going again. Now all of their screens are flashing red. Everything is like flashing red. Some cubes appear out of nowhere like air messages. Meteon is on the bridge behind us. Looking as sinister, dark, pale as ever.
Greetings.
Oh.
Can you hear me?
There's more of them. Or the one is teleporting around? I don't know. My options are Meteon, or it's her, the bringer of despair. Meteon.
So this is Meteon.
Oh. Have you met one of my sisters? I don't remember meeting you myself. But I do know that you're from Atheris. Why have you come? All you had to do was wait. I would have delivered to you your ends.
We didn't ask for that.
I don't understand. All life is destined to end.
In its time.
Why choose to prolong your suffering? Effort, ambition, love, they amount to naught. Happiness, should you find it, is inevitably lost, stolen away by events beyond your control. There is no logic nor meaning in it. You think there is. Convince yourselves. But it's all a cruel accident. Come now. I speak the truth. A truth you would recognize if you looked up at the night sky. Unbroken emptiness. Cold, dark, and silent. Your world, like every other, is but a blemish upon its perfect fabric. Life is an anomaly. It is unnatural and cannot continue. The sooner you accept this, the easier it will be.
The fact that it happens without someone else manufacturing it means that it actually technically, by definition, is natural. Assuming you believe that the Big Bang happened the way it's purported to have happened, and like bacteria formed on the Earth under perfect conditions, you know, and that bacteria eventually grew into multicellular life forms, and, you know, it's natural. It just, that's how it works. Radiation from the Big Bang and stars and stuff creates mutations, you know?
Just to be clear, we're not here to argue with you. We know that life is fleeting, and that in the short time we have it, we're not assured happiness.
Indeed. I've seen far more sorrow in the eyes of many I've met. I myself have plenty of regrets. And one day they'll die with me, gone to dust with my good deeds and unfulfilled dreams.
Oh shit, he's turning. Just kidding.
But we accept this. That our existence may seem pointless. That sorrow, rage, and despair will always dog our heels. And we press on regardless. That is why Hydaelyn guided us here. In her boundless love for mankind, she has prepared us for this trial, and in her name, we have come for you.
There's my screenshot for the vid.
Yes, I sense it. A burning passion like unto fury. I know it well. For the same passion once burned in many a star before yours. Suffocated and extinguished now.
That crack was her head, like going from looking down to the left to like cracking, like looking straight up. And weird, freaking shadowy horror movie things are happening now.
I can't breathe.
Screen flickering.
You approach the bounds of my ultimatum, where emotions dictate reality, where resignation and acceptance unite to embrace the end,
We
where
suffocate.
those who yet valiantly cling to life cannot thrive.
The Loporits should be fine. They don't breathe, right? Thancred stumbling forward, trying. Draws his gunblade. Tries to rush her, and at that moment we black out. We see nothing more. But he seemed to be just about to get his swing off. We all recover, stand.
By the Fury.
One at a time.
Thancred?
Meteon has gone as well. Mayhap he awakened first and gave chase.
Everyone? It appears we are at our destination.
Mapping Way says.
This is Ultima Thule.
Not that we knew what to expect, but I wasn't expecting this.
It says Growing Way.
From atmospheric composition to ambient temperatures, all reading to within permissible range. This place is capable of supporting life.
If that's the case, then Thancred may well have gone on ahead. Let's go and have a look. Meanwhile, I want the rest of you to perform a full inspection of the ship, as well as a biological scan.
Okay, cutscene fades to black.
So it was that the brave wayfarers arrived at last at Dream's End.
We see...
In following their path walked and history written, I am made keenly aware of one truth. Though the curtains may fall again and again, so long as others take the stage, ever shall there be more tales to tell.
So, let them bring it to a close, I say.
Let the curtains fall upon this, the final chapter in the tale of the star.
Ultima Thule in the Sea of Stars.
Is this a dead star?
I think that's probably the best. So what I've seen so far is mostly barren landscape, some hills and columns of earth and or land here and there. There does seem to be another planet like very nearby in the sky. We have like dark, like fucking seriously? We have like this purplish kind of sky with stars in it, and yeah.
As I live and breathe. I live and breathe. Well, the environment itself shouldn't kill us.
Well then, let us search for Thancred while exploring the area. The ship we leave in your care.
Yeah, it looks like there's a planet hanging in the sky. Miles above, but still far too close. Far closer than it should be. We talked to Living Way to end this quest. I can't guarantee it will be of help in these strange surrounds, but I've readied a provisions node in case of emergency. Of course, if you encounter any real danger here, I expect you to return to the Ragnarok at once. And Unto the Heavens is complete. I hit 90 Paladin. Finally. What'd we get? Nothing? I thought 90 Paladin didn't come with anything. How about a trait? Nope. Nothing new for Paladin at 90. That's interesting. Everything else got something at 90, but whatever. Dude, whatever. It's fine. I don't care. I don't care anymore, dude. Does that replace Requiescat? Anyway, yeah, that's the quest. Whatever it was called. I don't remember. Unto the Heavens. End of the video. I will see you next time for the next one. Very, very soon here.